Okay, as promised, here's a video about mating the wing panel to the fuselage or whatever you may be mating in order to get a nice, good seal and a nice separation line. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to start out, I take this regular old Vaseline, generic Vaseline, actual Vaseline, I guess. We're going to smear that all over the root edge, root tip of the wing, or of the center section. A little underneath, in case we get a little overflow. Okay, we want to make sure we get good coverage. Between all the lid holes. You don't want anything sticking. That would be a disaster. Okay. Got all the surfaces. I'll just take a little, run my finger inside these lightning cutouts just to be safe. It squeezes everywhere, so. Okay, next the wing tubes, we'll mark these. It's just a reference line. And both sides of that line we'll rub a little Vaseline so these don't stick. There. This one here. Make sure I got this in the right place. Yeah, that's the right one. Okay. Okay, we got that. Everything all Vaselined up. Now, we mix up some resin and micro balloons. Get a shot of hardener here. And if you got a West System pump, I'm using 2 shots of hardener and 2 shots of resin. That'll give me I don't know, about an ounce and a half of resin. Even if you're a little short, you can mix up another little batch because this stuff, as you know, takes up quite a long time to set up. So you've got a lot of working time here. There's no big rush, no hurry. Nothing's going to set up on you and ruin your situation. Okay, now we're going to add some micro balloons. So I generally find that it takes about 3 to 4 times as many micro balloons as it does resin to get the mix you're looking for. We'll mix this up. You want enough micro balloons in there to stiffen it up. See, that's still runny. You don't want it to run, but you still want a little gloss to it. so that you've got a good resin adhesion onto your surface. Pop in a little bit more. It's just kind of something you get a feel for. You don't want to mix too fast because this stuff's real fine. It'll blow all over the place. And we're getting close now. That's pretty close. You still got a pretty good gloss to it, so I'm going to add one more or two more teaspoons. There we go. Okay, still got a nice gloss. Good hang time. Nothing's going to fall off. Move around, leak out, whatever. Now, we just hope we mix up enough, but like I said, it doesn't make any difference. We've always got time to mix up more. So set that aside. And we got a little lye, a little coat. Now, depending on what kind of a gap you got in there now, usually a 1/16, certainly no more than an 1/8 of an inch of filler is required, but not even that much. You know, you just because you got a lot of it's going to squeeze out. You don't have to get real close to these holes because it's going to squeeze around them. Now you got to be careful. Your wind tube holes, you don't want to get anything inside those wind tube holes. That's going to mess you up as far as taking your wing on them off. Still want to make sure you get good coverage in between there. You notice it doesn't run or anything at the right mixture. Everything stays exactly where you put it. Now also, I want to make sure I keep this stuff out of the holes. Messed up a little bit there for the wing attach bolts. There we go. Okay, you want to make sure you get a good fill. You don't care how much squeezes out, you just want to make sure that it squeezes out everywhere so that you've got a nice even coverage on the inside. Because once you squeeze this down, of course, it's going to fill all the little holes and crannies, etc., etc. And all the excess is going to come out on you. That's the theory. I think I'm going to have just the right amount mixed up here. All depends how much gap I got. And I think I'm covered here. We're pretty thick. I'll make sure you got coverage everywhere. Okay. See anything missing? More around this hole here. Next to the screw, the bolt. Okay, now let me head this over here. It's just 97% isopropyl alcohol. Cleans this up real nice. That's what I use to smooth it out once it's set up. But of course, you won't be doing this. We're not making a fillet today. Okay. There. Okay. Okay, now put our wing tubes in. There we go. This stuff out of the way. Okay, all set. This. Okay, give it a little squeeze. Okay, now you can get these bolts started. Oh, before we do that, almost forgot I want to put a little Vaseline on these bolts so we don't lock ourselves up in the threads. Little things like that that'll kill you. Okay. Start it. It's a little greasy. Cinch her down. See it's starting to squeeze out there. We'll get this as tight as possible. A chance to ooze out because it's pretty thick. There we go. Just going to remove some of that. Still bad one or two. Okay. About an hour, hour and a half, and then we'll come back with the alcohol and we'll rub down this seam, get rid of the excess and smooth that out. Okay. Okay, as soon as that sets up, hour and a half, something like that, come back and we'll rub this down.